Yes, sir.
The relatives comforted the old man whose wife had died.
Consoled.
Consoled.
Pitied.
Sympathize.
Consoled. सही है.
Sympathize with.
सही है. They obtained the top secret information by wrong means.
Fraudulent.
Fraudulent.
Fraudulent. He took disadvantage of the situation and cheated many people.
Advantage of the.
Bhai, please mute your mic. The increasing sale of luxuries is an index of the country's prosperity.
Mark.
No improvement. Index, indicator, same cheese. He kept us all in suspension regarding his future plans.
Suspense.
Suspense. During the recent floods, we waded through waist deep water for almost half a kilometer.
Shuffle through.
No improvement. Shuffle through, walk through, skip through. पानी में चलने के लिए यूज नहीं होते. In Gujarat, communal violence and rioting ignited up twice in the late 70s and early 80s. Flared. The underlying assumption is that the amount of money available is limited.
Undermining.
Underlying होता है, undermining नहीं होता. Underlying assumption. ठीक है, किसी चीज के पीछे छुपा हुआ. He is one who gives money or helps others, who has been instrumental in the upliftment of many poverty-stricken people. Philanthropist. When those whom he had injured accused him of being a charlatan, he retorted curtly that he had never been a quack. शार्लटन मतलब एक ऐसा इंसान जो कुछ और होने का दिखावा करे, ठीक है, या फिर क्या बोलते हैं लोगों को धोखा देने का काम करे. तो यहाँ पर नो इम्प्रूवमेंट. यू मस्ट रिमाइंड मी टू पोस्ट द लेटर्स.
Have reminded me.
You must have reminded me.
Suddenly a pigeon faltered out of the rubble. Fluttered. I do not like these kind of novels.
No improvement.
This kind आएगा ना, मैंने आपको ये चीज पहले भी करवा रखी है. This kind of novels हमने कैटेगरी में डिवाइड कर रखा है. Unity in diversity is the most noticeable quality of India. Remarkable. Sordid and sensational books tend to vitiate the public taste.
Distract.
Distort.
No improvement. Vitiate भी सही है. मतलब टेस्ट को लोअर कर देना, उसका स्टैंडर्ड डाउन कर देना. His master's thesis was highly estimated and is now being prepared for publication.
Is highly appraised.
Was highly commended. The false appearance of the building erected for the function was blown away in the storm.
Facade.
Skeleton. Facade. Skeleton क्यों होगा भाई? She has decided to canvass for the Conservative Party. एडवर्टाइज नहीं होता. जब भी मैंने आपको बताया था, जब भी आप किसी इलेक्शन में वोट मांगने के लिए जाते हैं या फिर आप किसी का सपोर्ट करते हैं, उस टाइम पे जो पूरा प्रोसेस होता है उसको कैनवसिंग कहा जाता है. ये कैनवस का मतलब होता है खुरदुरा कपड़ा जिसमें आप पेंटिंग करते हैं, ठीक है, और ये होता है कैनवसिंग जिसमें आप प्रचार करते हैं. The policeman captured the first car that approached and ordered the driver to take the injured child to the hospital.
Commandeered.
केस में जब अथॉरिटी किसी ऐसे व्हीकल को कैप्चर करती है तब बोला जाता है कमांडेड. They objected to the plan on the grounds that it was too expensive. Refused नहीं होगा. Refused होता है जब आप किसी चीज के लिए अनिच्छा प्रकट करते हैं, तब होता है आपका refused. Objected का मतलब होता है कि भाई उन्होंने उसमें objections उठाए हैं. ठीक है, कुछ सर्टेन कंडीशंस देखी हैं, उसके बेसिस पे उन्होंने कहा है। ठीक है, तो रिफ्यूज मतलब अपने अनविलिंगनेस दिखा दी, अनिच्छा दिखा दी अपनी। ठीक है, डिक्लाइन का मतलब हो गया कि एक्सेप्ट ही नहीं किया गया है किसी चीज को। ठीक है, तो भाई यहाँ पर होगा नो इम्प्रूवमेंट। द पीपल क्रिटिसाइज द टेररिस्ट अटैक,
Condemned.
condemned. The judge asked the lawyer to be consistent with the proof in the case,
Evidence.
Evidence.
evidence. I grew up in a tiny town called Alwar,
Small town.
A small
small
town.
town.
Small town.
The boy wanted to ask his father for money but waited for a propitious occasion.
No improvement.
Propitious का मतलब होता है एक ऐसी occasion जब आप किसी काम को करें तो उसके अच्छे रिजल्ट्स आए। The host offered me tea but I denied it.
Refused.
Refused.
बिल्कुल, refused. How can anyone sympathize with you when what you say is hardly gullible?
Credible.
Credible.
Credible. The poisonous waste from the industrial plants is hazardous to the environment.
Toxic.
Influence.
Toxic.
Toxic. Owing to the close affinity of the architect and the builder, the project was completed ahead of schedule.
Collaboration. No improvement.
Operation.
Collaboration. The servant was disturbed as the son was now out of sight due to bad company.
Out of control.
Out.
Out of control. The Japanese are hardly working people.
Hardworking.
Hardworking
Hardworking
people.
people.
Hardworking people. Keats says the idea very well in his poems.
Expressive.
Express.
Expresses.
Expresses.
The enemy soldiers went back hastily,
Retreated.
Retreated.
retreated. I will be giving blood in the hospital at 9 a.m. tomorrow.
Donating.
Donating.
Donating. The suspected couple was taken away from the airport through a side entrance to the police station for interrogation.
Rush. Guided.
Whisked.
Whisk.
The transport workers have organized a strike asking for more salary.
Demanding.
Demanding. It was mere affection that stopped him from beating his son.
No improvement.
Filial related to the offsprings, son or daughter. The British superiority all over Africa and Asia collapsed in the first half of the 20th century.
Dominion.
Dominion.
Since setting up, the club has produced so many players.
Since its inception.
Since its inception. I hope I'm going to get fever soon.
Feel afraid.
I doubt.
I fear. Doubt के use करेंगे. I fear this is going to happening, है ना? When we came out of the cinema, it was falling with rain,
Pouring.
pouring. Serious charges of corruption were levied against him.
No improvement.
Leveled होता है, levied नहीं होता. A lot of bloodshed could have been saved had the administration taken timely action.
Prevented.
Prevented. The professor has agreed to take remedial classes for the weaker students.
Remedial.
Remedial.
Remedial. My foot is paining,
Aching.
aching. She gave most of her time to dance.
Pant.
Devoted.
Devoted.
Walk at the request of your conscience.
Desire.
Behest कहा जाता है इसको. Raju requested me to his birthday party tomorrow.
Invited.
Invited. The Prime Minister established a commission to look after the plight of the widows.
Set up.
Set up. Commission को set up किया जाता है. The monkey was seated at the foot of a tree.
No improvement.
Bottom.
No improvement. He decided to reveal the corruption in his department to the media.
Disclose.
Expose. My friend won me at tennis.
Beat me.
Beat me.
Beat me. The courtiers used to tell the king how efficient and administrator he was all day long.
C.
Order.
See, the courtiers used to tell the king all day long how efficient an administrator he was. There followed an awkward silence after Ram declared his love to her.
Embarrassing silence.
Embarrassing nahi hoga. Awkward silence is right. No improvement. Sleeping, resting, and fluids are the best ways to care for a cold.
Drinking fluid.
Drinking
Drinking
fluids.
Drinking fluid.
By studying AIDS has engaged many researchers in the last decade.
The study of
The study
The
of
study
AIDS.
of AIDS. A good scholar must be precise and possess originality.
No improvement.
No
Must.
improvement. Can any spiritually dead man be so as to have no love for his native country?
A.
Option A.
बिल्कुल सही. Can any man be so spiritually dead as to have no love for his native country? Whenever I doubt about the meaning of a word, I look up my dictionary.
Whenever I have
Whenever I have a doubt.
I in black and white must have your terms down. I
C.
must have your terms down in black and white. We have been credibly informed that the murderer has given himself up.
No
C.
improvement.
No improvement. The man whom I thought was thoroughly honest proved to be a swindler.
B.
B. The man who I thought was thoroughly honest proved to be a swindler. जानता है पहले से तो whom नहीं आएगा. Riding upon his horse, the tiger jumped at him.
The tiger jumped at him while he was riding upon his horse.
बिल्कुल सही. What do you for go to school?
for what do you go to school?
What do you go for
Go to school for. He pleased the directors and this completed his report in good time.
B.
He
Option
completed
B.
his report in good time and pleased the directors. He asked me if I had a disease.
I was
If
unwell.
I was unwell.
Was unwell. She left the room feeling contrite.
Extremely irritated.
नहीं, extremely irritated नहीं होगा. Sorry for what she had done. Contrite is सही है. Contrite का मतलब ये होता है कि भाई feeling regret. ठीक है. To alleviate the pain of losing his only son, he took up meditation.
minimalize?
Minimalize नहीं, elevate का मतलब होता है completely अलग करना, reduce कर देना. ठीक है. तो भाई no improvement. The workers looked run down.
Exhausted.
Exhausted. She did not hand in her homework after the summer vacation.
Handover.
hand over.
नहीं, hand in सही है ना. Hand in ही कहा जाता. The two children were knocked down by a speeding truck.
No improvement.
No improvement. Geeta said that she had never viewed across a book she liked so much.
Come across.
Come across. The opposition members in the Legislative Assembly have decided to oppose any bill put forward by the ruling party.
No
No
improvement.
improvement.
No improvement. There will be black murder when she hears this.
No improvement.
ब्लू मर्डर कहा जाता है इसको, ठीक है, मतलब बहुत ज्यादा हो हल्ला मचना। इफ यू पुट योर हार्ट टू इट, यू विल बी अ विनर।
Heart into it.
Into it. Owing to emergency conditions, the army was asked to stand up.
Stand by.
Stand
Stand
by.
by. When the police peeped through the window, a baby was seen playing on the ground.
Floor.
On the floor.
So, the chief guest was invited on stage, and amidst a round of applause, he stood.
Stood up.
Stand up.
Stood up. John, wear your jacket as it is getting very cold.
Put on.
Put on.
Put on. The strong breeze blew his head away.
The
No
strong
improvement.
wind.
Long wind.
The strong wind. The judge passed an order that the convict must be hanged to death.
Hang till death.
Hanged till death.